सुबह का स्लॉट था, एक अभी का स्लॉट है, ये दोनों हम असेस करेंगे टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ एग्जैक्टली was the examination. That note, I am going to begin with PT. So you guys need to tell me how was your exam, as I've already asked. My name is Aritra. You all know me. I've taken multiple sessions with you guys, including a best of luck session yesterday. Do share your number of attempts. I hope you made reasonable number of attempts. The IPU tough paper in terms of the content. IPU CET में main target हमेशा रहता है कि as many number of questions I can attempt. This time you also got a lot of time. You got 2.5 hours for 100 questions. Usually it is 2.5 hours for 150 questions. So that was a major advantage that you guys had this year. This is something which is pleasing. Okay, now end of the month sale is right now. There's a 50% off because we are at the end of the month. This is for all these programs. IPAT, NPAT, JIPMAT, NCHM, CT, सारे papers के लिए you at 50% off. के लिए आपको big 50. My humble suggestion of you big 50. जो भी कोर्स है उसमें जो भी कोर्स है उसका 50% आपको 25 मार्क्स, ऐसा मैं पहले बता चुका हूँ कि लॉजिकल एंड मैनेजमेंट एप्टीट्यूड, देयर वाज नो सेगमेंट ऑन क्वांट्स के कुछ सवाल आते हैं वो रीजनिंग में आ जाता है, सेगमेंट नहीं है. सो एनीबॉडी हु इज अ लिटिल बिट fearful of maths, the best paper for you guys. Question get for a right answer, 400 marks in the examination. You receive -1 for a total difficulty level. अगर मैं सेक्शन देखिए, इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज डिपेंड्स. मैं आपको ये भी बता दूं, मैं पर्सनली और हमारी जो टीम है, वी हैव स्पोकन टू एटलीस्ट अबाउट 100 स्टूडेंट्स, फुल बैक एंड टीम है. उसके बाद मैं ये बता रहा हूँ, बट 100 इज स्टिल, आई मीन इट इज नॉट एज मच एज नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स गिवन. आप जितने भी स्टूडेंट चैट विंडो में लिखते रहिए, आपका कैसा अगर आप सब बोलेंगे मॉडरेट, तो मैं इजी हटा के मॉडरेट कर दूंगा. ऑल अबाउट गेटिंग परसेप्शन. So I'll say English, reasoning and management aptitude, इन तीनों का मैं लेवल बोलूंगा मॉडल, डिपेंड फ्रॉम better at another could be better at logical. For a lot of students 11 12 management aptitude might be a pretty easy. Those who are not commerce, this might be slightly different. We've taken several sessions on management aptitude. I think you guys would be aware of the same, right? Okay. ठीक है, आई थिंक दैट इज वन सेगमेंट जो टाइम मुश्किल होता है, पर भी लोगों ने इसको मॉडरेट बोला है. मैंने जितने बात करी, ठीक है, कभी भी बहुत इजी हो नहीं सकता. दैट इज व्हाई यू हैव टीचर्स लाइक अस फॉर हेल्प यू गाइस विद दिस. दैट वाज द मॉर्निंग शिफ्ट. नाउ इवनिंग शिफ्ट का देखते हैं. इवनिंग शिफ्ट में वंस अगेन मॉडरेट, एंड इवन मैनेजमेंट एप्टीट्यूड इज मॉडरेट, बट इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज एंड लॉजिकल थिंकिंग एंड logical and analytical ability, I mean the names might differ, but ultimately it is the same thing. Name does not really matter then, as long as the right. So number of attempts, let us go to this, and the morning shift. Right, this is morning shift. English meant, as I told you, 25 questions in total. I've also told you IPU CET में maximum number of attempts should be made. 19 to 22 attempts in English. It might sound a lot for an entrance exam. 22 questions attempt करते हैं entrance exam out of 88%, but IPU CET में वो करना पड़ेगा. जीके में 16 से 18. जीके में you either know you attempt करना randomly थोड़ा. There are methods like us guesswork, intelligent guesses in GK, but it's a little tough. Reasoning में 19 to 21. Reasoning में the good thing, a lot of questions are related to each other. एक बार आपसे टेबल बन गया तो वो पांचों क्वेश्चंस या चारों क्वेश्चन बन जाएगा. ये एक एडवांटेज है लॉजिकल का. एंड ऑफ कोर्स मैनेजमेंट एप्टीट्यूड 19. अगेन आई वुड पुट फिगर इफ यू नॉट ओवरऑल 68 से 72 तक 72 out of 100 is a decent attempt. Also, I would say, in fact, if you look at the upper figure for all of them, you can do 80, that's even. IPU or advantages university में, there are many number of options, are a lot. By chance, if you can't make it to the absolute best, you can always go to the second best, third best, 10th best, 50th best, somewhere at least safe. And believe me, the bottom college, it's not that bad. It's just while it's bottom, it's still better than many other colleges. That is why we are covering. नाम का देखते हैं very similar, उसमें 60 72 बताया, 9 to 7, इंग्लिश में 18 से 21, जीके में 15 से 18, रीजनिंग में 19 से 21 और मैनेजमेंट एप्टीट्यूड once again 17. I think third and fourth segments are exactly the same. Mirror image लग रहा है, थोड़ा कम है, जीके थोड़ा टफर था शाम के शिफ्ट में, but overall it is more. Okay, now कौन से टॉपिक्स इस बार देख लेते हैं एक बार. रीजनिंग में क्या क्या थे? डेटा इंटरप्रिटेशन, टैब्यूलेशन, data interpretation, all the questions tabulation based. There was of algebra because I told you there is no separate quant आ जाते. Algebra does I'll just mark them out by May. So you will notice that there are a couple of quants based questions. For example, cost, time and distance, percentages, and algebra. These are all quants based. The others are all reasoning based. I'll put it on this side: mean and median, calendar, coding, decoder, ranking, seating arrangement. ये बहुत ही favorite type के topics है जो कि entrance आते हैं. Time and distance, I think you can include in both. So I've probably ticked on them. You can go through this. This is the kind of mind. Uh, okay, Vaibhav. Yeah, thanks. Right, Sarthak says English is moderate, LR was moderate, TK moderate, management is. Thank you, Sarthak, for such a detailed one. Um, on 67 with maybe 90. I think that's very good. Agar 90% accuracy aa raha hai, then Anshuman, definitely you are on way to do that. Right? Okay. Wrong questions. अभी तक तो कुछ ऐसा information आया नहीं है wrong question का. But yes, I mean you can say हो सकता है definitely. English के कुछ topics देखते हैं. One is parajumbles. Then you have questions, one word substitution. Idioms and phrases आए हैं. Grammar, miscellaneous. Miscellaneous मतलब that could cover anything. Miscellaneous हर एक segment में एक ना एक miscellaneous में होता है miscellaneous. Comprehension, and this is again you take a give take a. But good thing is यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा passages नहीं आए थे. Right, you can take a look at this one. I think you've already seen these topics. On to general awareness. General awareness here as well. That IPU an exam. काफी टाइम मेरे से पूछते हैं सर स्टैटिक जीके पढ़ के क्या फायदा, बहुत क्वेश्चन आते नहीं है, खास करके लॉ के स्टूडेंट, लॉ प्लस बीबीए वाले. तो मैं बता दूं आज के एग्जाम में स्टैटिक के ज्यादा है, एंड दिस इज यूजुअली अ ट्रेंड. आईपीयूसी स्टैटिक के ज्यादा क्वेश्चन आते हैं, तो आज भी 15 स्टैटिक से आए, 9 to 10 करंट अफेयर्स से आए. कुछ मैं एग्जैक्ट क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करूंगा बाद में, बट अभी आई जस्ट वांट टू गिव यू अ बेसिक एनालिसिस. Okay, management aptitude and communication skills. So you have topics on knowledge of economic terms and concepts. That is one. You also have business GK and trade awareness environment. This is second. The third is basics of communication skills. What areas that were included. So this is some of the questions. These are all memory based. Memory based की में limitations है, हो सकता है exact नहीं है. But this is more or less what we have found out while talking to this people. Our backend team has spoken to people, right? Who authored the book Jungle Book? That is the first one, very easy. That's by Mr. Rudyard Kipling. Some of you may have seen the movie. When I was small, मुझे याद है हमारे टीवी पे आता था program, and it was really interesting at that time. Okay, सार्थक, discrepancy form आएगा, उस पर आप भर सकते हैं. Right, right. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing this detail. Both the Sarthaks, thank you so much for sharing this particular detail. Right, now, if I see the other one, the next question, if I see, that is also on book for Harry Potter. Very easy. J.K. Rowling, that is. Ghumura dance is a dance of district. Kalahandi district is in which state? It's in Odisha. There's belt, KBK, Kalahandi, Bolangir, and Koraput. It's traditionally tribal dominated. I've been talking about the Prime Minister of New Zealand for a long time. Not the president. Please make a correction. The Prime Minister. New Zealand does not have a president. New Zealand is a the Queen of UK is also the Queen of New Zealand, right? Just like Australia and Canada. That's Jacinda Ardern. She made got a lot of fame, and rightly so, for her excellent handling of the situation in the early couple of months last year when it first. Very famous book, The House of Mr. Biswas, 1960, written by B.S. Naipaul, a Nobel Prize winner, British citizen but of Indian origin. Current Prime Minister of the Netherlands, he just won an election last year, Mark Rutte. I have covered this question in my current affairs, monthly current affairs sessions. Which of the following is the national animal of Sikkim? Sorry, the state animal of Sikkim. Yeah, I think galti se kisi ne national. Sikkim, of course, is a state. It's a red panda. Indian states, they are allowed to have their state bird, state animal, right? The Delhi government has appointed which former has appointed which former Olympic medalist? She's a weightlifter as the first vice chancellor of Delhi Sports. So Delhi will soon have a sports university. So for that there is information here. Her name is Karnam Maleshwari, the bronze medalist, the 2000 Sydney. Right? Okay, moving on to the next slide. Please take a look at this. Right. What does the acronym SEBI stand for? SEBI, you know, is a regulatory body for stock markets in India. So it's the Securities and Exchange Board of India. There's also a question on the COVID-19 variant. Virus variant identified in India, investigated by scientists across the country. What's the name? Technical name is 0.1617. But the name that we use Greek terms, no longer use country names or region names. The Delta variant. Mirabai Chanu, who won a silver medal at the Tokyo, won a medal in which category? 49 kgs. This I hope everybody knows a lot in the news lately. Which of the following countries is not a member of Quad? Of course, China. It's actually an anti-China group. Tenure of Rajya Sabha member is 6 years, not subjected to dissolution. Countries which are part of Quad. So two questions on Quad. Quad, it was one of the events of last. I kept on speaking quad, and rightly so. Quad pe question aaya hai. Rickets. Now this is science-based question. I had done some session various diseases and deficiency. What you get, softening and weakening of bones in children. It is caused by the deficiency of which vitamin? That is vitamin D. Some questions from management aptitude. Remember, मैं दोनों sessions use. What is grapevine? Grapevine is informal communication. It is form of informal. It's actually rumors. You know, grapevine. क्यों grape का जो पेड़ है वो creeper है. ऐसे ऐसे जड़ जुड़ जाते हैं. Just like you know, room. Quality of effective manager is prowess in problem solving. Right. Please take a look at some more. What do you mean by good communication ability? Good communication quality. Some of these points are mentioned. Right. This is delegating tasks clearly. And cutoffs. Morning shift और evening shift के अलग-अलग cutoffs हैं. And आपको अभी बताना क्या expectation है, क्या attempts होने चाहिए. Morning में it's 252 to 6, evening is 248 to 252. Right. Right. Sarthak, that is a very good idea because it's always good to play safe, right? You need to be very smart. While number of attempts has to be high, accuracy worked out. तो दोनों का जो ideal combination वो आप I hope maintain कर सकते हो, right? शुभम आपको भी same point. So was asked to find price of 15 cups which came to be right, Sarthak. Thank you for the feedback. So 21 71% said good, 19 said great, 9% said not good out of 21 vote. 9 out of 21 कितना होता है? About 1/10, let's say. So except for two students, so who knows? Maybe those two are brilliant. So उनके लिए it wasn't that level. That's why they said not good. But anyway, 19 out of 21 had at least a good paper or maybe a great paper. I think that is highly encouraging too. All the best for the upcoming BBA and HM examinations. HM का थोड़ा बहुत सीजन बाकी है. ओबरॉयज वगैरह के जो पर्सनालिटी राउंड्स है बचे हैं, but the main paper is done and results for many of them are awaited. So let us see how it works out. But the big paper for BBA students remaining is that I'm running a series nowadays. In fact, in about half an hour, that's almost at 4:30 p.m. today will be the third of my 5-part series for the DU-JAT quiz. I'm doing the past year's question papers app. So I hope you guys have downloaded the app. If not, please the analysis. So दो series episode आज तीसरा episode है. Please go through it. 15 questions every day I'm discussing from past year's papers. 15 questions I'm discussing and adding on to it. Right. So that is pretty much it from my side. If you have any other feedback to share, please feel free to tell us. ठीक है, अगर और कोई सवाल हो प्लीज आप बताइए. Otherwise, results will come out in a couple of weeks time. We can assume about 3 weeks. I think that is the right time. टॉप 5 सार्थक, क्योंकि 5 का प्रेफरेंस रहता है ना. तो यूजुअली वी लुक एट विवेकानंद, सूरजमल एंड जिम्स के 3 ब्रांचेस है. 5 कॉलेज तो वहीं हो गए, राइट? 3 कॉलेजेस है ना जिम्स के, 3 ब्रांचेस है. 3 of them operate independently. The selections are independent. Right, Sarthak? So majority of students who go for IPU, they have done their schooling from Delhi. Delhi school के लिए there is a certain reservation. तो मैंने 70 क्वेश्चन किया है. टॉप 5 कॉलेज में मिल सकता है, बिल्कुल मिल सकता है. अगर आप मेरा कट ऑफ देखें, कट ऑफ में कितना डाला था आप देखिए. ओवरऑल अटेम्प्ट्स में मैंने डाला है 72 फॉर द इवनिंग शिफ्ट, 69 to 72, 68 to 72 morning shift. You look at this, comfortably falling in that, but your accuracy needs uh, ideally 90%, but at least percent अगर accuracy हो. There's an 80% out of 70 accuracy, that means 56 minus 56 into 4 कितना हुआ, 224 minus 14 मतलब 210, which is a little over 50%. So I think that should be sufficient, Satyanarayan, right? Let me know if there's something else to be discussed. Right. I can't see any more questions, so I'm assuming it is. Okay. Are IPU dates out? I believe so. हाँ हाँ 250 में तो most likely मिल जाएगा. From which of the colleges are you attempting? We'll take another session on college preferences because you will soon get a counseling call. यहाँ पे interview नहीं होता IPU में. IPU में marks के basis पे वो आपको counseling के लिए बुलाते हैं. Counseling में वो discussion रहता है कौन सा college and stuff, all that stuff. तो उससे पहले we'll take some session on college preference. शुभम. Yeah, certainly, Ayushi. You see the 68 to 72. May I know what was the which shift did you go for? Was it the morning shift or the evening shift? Evening में यहाँ के हिसाब से हमारे analysis के हिसाब से yes सरकारी में EWS का मिलना चाहिए. EWS OB SC ST all of them in सरकारी or PWD you will. Yes Ayushi, what did you outside Delhi? No, IPU colleges are all within Delhi, but yeah, if you are student outside Delhi, then the number of open category के थोड़े कम हो जाते हैं because around 80%, I don't have an exact figure, but they are reserved. The Delhi state government university, unlike say DU, which is a national government, मिल सकता है आयुषी. देख लो. Let's see, let's wait for further marks to come out. Morning 8 a.m. Then you are falling within the comfortable range fairly, but I hope you have decent accuracy. So guys, please download the app. DU JAT बाकी है. Even if you're done with IPU CET, JAT अब भी बाकी है. Yes. So like Mahendra Singh Dhoni's ad, that वो तो झांकी था, अभी तो main IPL बाकी है. वैसे ही IPU CET is done, no problem. I wouldn't call it झांकी. It did have a lot of significance, but DU JAT is like the big thing. So guys, please go for your DU JAT. And उसके लिए 4:30 बजे मैं जो सेशन ले रहा हूँ, I'll be discussing past years के papers. उसको please आप देख लीजिए. Right? I'll yes. Thank you so much, Shubham. That is what we really like to hear. Abhi ke liye I'm closing the session, but see you all in half an hour's time. Thank you so much, everyone.